welcome back.
It's been a while.
Back. I know.
It's been a while.
I think I saw posters of us missing posters.
Yeah, we've been on some milk cartons.
Yes, we have.
We have been on some milk cartons, but we are here for episode 165
of Top Rope Reality.
Top Rope Reality.
And if you forgot, I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm just a car.
And let's get
but
started.
How could you forget us, right?
Oh, we can be forgotten.
Can we be forgotten?
We can be forgotten. Like, out with the old, in with the new, you know, there's... If we're gone for a while, somebody will step in and do the same thing we're doing here.
That's true.
Which I have seen that.
You've seen some of the same formats?
Yeah, especially part 3.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's got my attention.
Just show me that later.
Yeah. Well, let's start off and talk about Survivor Series.
I mean, it's right around the corner.
It is. It's right around the corner.
And I do,
after we get through 3 or 4 pay-per-views,
no, and that's the thing. I know people have been hating on, oh, they're promoting 5 or 6 different shows on No Same Raw. But guess what? That keeps everything interesting, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
It means it's a loaded show. That means there's plenty for them to go over and for them to talk about, for them to promote, and then for them to, you know, get storylines going for, because you had so many different events going on at one time. I'm okay with it.
I'm fine. I have no problem with it.
Because it's not like it's big pay-per-view after big pay-per-view after big pay-per-view. It's pay-per-views and then it's special live events, like what we had with Super Showdown and what we got coming up with the Crown Jewel. Those I don't consider pay-per-views.
No.
Consider them special live events.
Yes.
So it's okay that we have those. But Survivor Series is coming up in November, and because they've gotten away from the traditional 5-on-5 matches, we decided that we were going to do our own of how it should be.
Yes, with the current roster.
With everybody they have over, I believe we just did Raw and SmackDown.
Yes.
And, of course, 205 Live.
Yes.
So we didn't do NXT UK or NXT, nothing like that. So there's still plenty of talent to be used. So this is how it can and should be.
Because that would mostly be done for the TakeOver.
Yes.
War Games.
This is Survivor Series, how it can and should be done. Our pre-show, we have normal matches.
Yeah, 3 matches.
Mike Kanellis taking on Zack Ryder, which we've been seeing lately for main event and everything anyway.
Yes, of course.
Naomi taking on Carmella.
That would be a little different now since we had to switch up since we've been gone. But let's face now. But we're sticking with what we had before this changed.
Before everything changed, yes. Because you never know, by that time they might change it again.
Yeah.
And
like
then,
they change her hair color, they may change her back to being a...
And then we have the Juggernauts, if you will.
Yes.
We have Buddy Murphy, who we'll talk about in part 2.
Yes.
And his partner, Tony Nese, also known as Abs.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8
reasons that he's better than you. Taking on
win.
And he cannot win. Taking on the Lucha House Party. That'll be your pre-show matches right there.
Yes. Or as Nigel McGuinness calls them, the Loser House Party.
Yes.
So. And then we'll kick off the show with the Cruiserweights. Let's kick off with the Cruiserweights 5-on-5 here. We have the team of Cedric Alexander, Kalisto, Mustafa Ali, Noam Dar, and Tozawa. And they will be taking on
Leo Rush, Drew Gulak, TJP, Hideo Itami, Brian Kendrick. Now, it has also changed since we came up with this because Brian Kendrick was taken out by Drew Gulak and Jack Gallagher. Now he's a face. But we're keeping this the way it is right now.
Yes.
Because again, it's a fantasy thing anyway. Because they're not going to do this.
No, they're not. They're going to do champions versus champions. Throw in some more matches in there and
there is a report of a Survivor Series match.
Already.
You haven't heard?
I haven't heard. No.
Team Angle versus Team Corbin for control of Raw.
That'd be enough time for him to be on vacation.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
your next match will be a tag team encounter with the B Team, Revival, Titus Worldwide, AOP, Slater and Rhyno for Raw, taking on
The New Day, The Bar, The Usos, which have just disappeared off the face of the earth, Sanity, which has also disappeared off the face of the earth,
and these have
and the Colognes, which were only brought back for one time and then they were gone again. So yes,
makes no sense. But yeah, so it's that one right there will be Raw versus SmackDown. Your first one is just Cruiserweights from 205 Live.
Yes.
And then up next we have an all SmackDown matchup with Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton, The Miz, Shelton Benjamin, and Killian Dain taking on
Rusev, Dillinger, Daniel Bryan, Big E, and R-Truth.
Then we have Raw versus Raw, and this would coincide with kind of the storyline that's going on with them saying that Dean's going to turn heel.
Which could happen before Survivor Series.
It could, but you have Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley, Bobby Roode, and Chad Gable, which is such a mixed match tag team as it is, taking on
a heel Dean Ambrose with Jinder Mahal, Elias, and Victor and Connor.
Which is
Ascension.
Amazing. Victor and Connor have gotten wins here lately.
I know.
One of them actually beat Bobby Roode.
I know. What in the world is going on? They're not pushing Bobby Roode.
Apparently not.
Yes, they've lost faith in Bobby Roode.
He needs to go back to SmackDown just like Jinder Mahal does.
Yeah.
They've ruined
Their
both of them.
heyday was on SmackDown. Yes, you can look at that one way you're like, okay, they're doing great here. They move.
It's like we don't know if it's a Vince thing or if the writers on Raw just don't like these guys. Because what was the point in moving them if you weren't going to do anything with them? And then we have oh my gosh, we have an attack of the animals right there. That was insanity. As we have a women's match with Raw versus SmackDown, we have Ronda Rousey, Bayley, Sasha Banks, Ember Moon, and Alexa Bliss taking on
Becky Lynch. We love Becky. Everybody loves Becky.
True.
Charlotte Flair.
She does not love her.
Asuka. And the Iconics, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay.
I like that.
I know you like them.
Yes.
You like them a lot.
I do, a lot. And then we have a Raw or SmackDown versus Raw event. Your SmackDown guys, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Cien Almas, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson taking on.
We try to do something for Luke and Carl because they
got nothing going on. Hello. How you doing?
Oh, Loki. And they're taking on the Raw team of Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre.
Can they get along long enough to win? Because Roman and Braun aren't going to get along, but Braun, Dolph, and Drew are surely going to work together.
Yes.
So that right there is Survivor Series the way it can and should be done this year with all the talent. That's Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live.
Yes. I know you're saying, what? Bad guys and good guys on the same team?
Go back in your history.
They've done this before.
Go back in your history.
All you have is the general manager saying you're fighting for your brand. So put your battles aside because brand supremacy is number one.
But they're saying that this year's Survivor Series will be nothing about brand supremacy, but the only thing that they'll really worry about in the 5-on-5 type situation is the Angle versus Corbin feud, which will make it to where Angle doesn't have to be in the ring as much.
That's true.
So I mean that could work.
It could work. You do on one side, you do the other side with SmackDown. That's your 2 5-on-5 theirs, and then the rest is singles matches.
Right.
Should just change the name for themselves. Well, that is it for part 1 of 165.
Yes, it is.
Come on back to part 2, the report. As we run down Super Showdown pay-per-view, what happened yesterday morning.
It's early. It was nighttime for them though.
We're going to talk about some contracts and when they expire and could they be coming this one player to the other. And a little bit of news. Well, I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm Justin Carter.
We'll see in a few clicks right here, Top Rope Reality on the YouTube. And maybe we'll shoo Indy Cat away because he's causing too much trouble.